So, welcome back to a new episode of The Bastard's Guide to Direwolf20. I have uploaded the old video and gotten some to drink and essentially decided that I could record the next episode right away. So, nothing will have made a lot of progress since I left, but that's okay. So, let's see. First off, I have a full inventory. That might be worth fixing. I don't know about all this. Oh, I want to keep that. But these like andesite, diorite, whatever. Never been a huge fan. Same goes for marble though, so I don't know. But yeah, I heroically tried to avoid them in 8 when playing Minecraft 1.8. But well, now they're in 1.7 via chisel. Anyway, that's what it is. I can grump about that some other time, I suppose. Let's see. We have a fair amount of stone which will allow us to build a base in, yeah. So, I'm gonna try to make some lanterns. I do believe lanterns, fancy lantern, yeah, no, it is not cheap at all. However, stone lanterns. It's got to be a stone lantern. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so 2 stone slabs and a torch, and they do look a fair amount better than anything else I have at the moment. But I'll probably stick to torches right now and then worry about that. So yeah. Let's see. So stone brick. I know this isn't like top mark pretty or anything, but I've seen worse. I guess that's my point. It'll be okay for what I need it for. Now, the turtle's gonna get us some more Yellorium. This is doing okay, but I probably need to turn it back on for a little bit. But the turtle's going to get us more Yellorium, and I am going to build a small reactor in the last millennium. However, first I need a place to park all this stuff, so... Alright, so now we know it can rain in the last millennium, which is fine. Alright, let's see, we have a little bit of mob juice there, yeah, alright. Let's see. Alright, so a couple of creepers have kicked the bucket too. Now I'm gonna build my initial base opposite the oh, that was silly. Do I still have, oh man, there's not a lot of charge on the jetpack, so at this point it's practically emergency use only. Anyway, I don't plan on falling, so there we go. And again, this episode we will construct a quick base part of a large base structure. The intention of this is to be able to build our main production, sorting, etc. in this world. This will help tremendously because it'll allow for the spawner to be active more often. When I'm working on stuff, the spawner will work. And that means the spawner will nab me mob drops. Blitz rod. Curious. Blitz rod. This is from a blitz. What on earth is a blitz? Curious. Oh well. Yeah, I do hope that Endermen spawn here. Let's check F7 again. I don't know why F7 keeps turning off whenever I switch dimension, but eventually I'll probably figure that out. Alright, so let's see. So this... There we go. So I'm going to build a basic base structure that will hopefully allow me to move my AE2 system and build a small big reactor in here. I want a big reactor that can actually carry a base and a quarry, because quarry is going to be the next step when I start getting enough ender pearls to build my first ender quarry. So main point of what I'm doing is to build a solid foothold here that'll allow me to have a void world base going. I think for the sake of lag and such, I think most of my bases throughout the history of playing Minecraft have been horribly inefficient because they've been built in the overworld, and whereas there's some safety in building your base in the overworld, I mean, if something was to happen to this world and I'd have to reset it, then I'd lose everything. Now obviously I should be able to restore a backup of this dimension specifically, not like no changes to the overworld, just restoring this dimension. So it's not something I should be worried about, but it's just something that you inevitably consider, you know. You think about the what ifs, and you should. Alright, so I don't have, oh yeah, I do have enough fuel to attempt what I'm gonna do. Though I don't think it'll be necessary. Nope. Cool. Alright, okay, so I need to light up the inside here before something goes wrong, so there we go. This should prevent any spawn accidents from happening. Oh man, I'm out of torches. So let's see if I check the middle ones out here. Alright. We're better, but we're not good. I have one torch to go, so pop a torch right there, and I will head back to the overworld in a hurry for torches and hopefully some more equipment. more materials for base building. That's always nice. And let's get us some torches. Now I'm going to use stone tool rods because it's much cheaper than the wood in theory. I don't know, in the practical sense of everything, it's probably not a big difference, but the stone is something that I have nearly unlimited amounts of. So the first loot has started trickling in. And of course we have these granite, diorite, marble. Well, marble we can actually use because we have the marble going on. I'm going to take the flint and iron too because I never know. The flint can go in here and whoop. There we go. So how's this looking? This has got everything. I'm going to pop the iron in here. I'm going to move all the dust. Yeah, there we go. So the dust goes in here. And this will go into the A system with exception of the yellorium, because I'll probably have, well, I'll deposit it because I want to craft with it to get another reactor going. So let's see, this is currently running and it's filling up, so I'll stop it now. What I want to do is I want to actually automate. I want to automate the reactor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a red net cable and so red net cable, there we go. Automating a big reactor is fairly simple. Now there's a couple of glitches with restart of server will cause this to disconnect. You can use vanilla redstone to prevent this from being an issue, but seeing vanilla redstone cannot be pulled vertically. I'm not going to worry about it right now. So set from signal, go. So input toggle reactor on off, set from signal, go. Okay, so the one above it will output active while below 50% commit. Very well, now one will send a signal, the other one will receive it, and if this drops below 50%, it'll automatically start up again. We'll come back and check that this works in theory once we're that far. We'll drop this in here, and I'll bring this with me. Stone brick is always nice. There we go. Alright, quick charge on the jetpack because it's getting criminally low at the moment. We're going to want a better solution than the jetpack long term, but for right now I just don't have it. Let's say this ran just fine. I want to pop this in this chest here to allow for processing, and it'll come out over there. We're going to start doing the processing automated as soon as we get the basic base going. Where the hell did he come from? I honestly think he may have dropped through here, because to my knowledge Alright, let's... Okay, so this is a great mess I just managed to do there. Anyway. Oh, there's a creeper. We really want one of those in our base. Pumped up and ready to explode. Anyway, so yeah. I'm gonna be looking for spawn zones. I'm gonna guess that my no mobs exit way there. Somehow the zombie got through that. But I have no idea. Anyway. Oh. Alright. This'll have to do. Monsters in the base are bad for health, so yeah. Alright, short story to all of this is always check spawn zones when you rearrange your base or do any sort of work in your base. Keep checking your spawn zones because yeah, that could have been a creeper and that would have been catastrophic. So back to the last millennium. Alright, so let's smash a couple of these. Alright. F7 is now active. I'm gonna move this. That one over there. So yeah, I'm essentially moving these torches around a little bit, trying to get a more like efficient layout. And I'll want to put a roof on this thing, but for right now, yeah, this is my plan. This is going to need a bit of handiwork, but essentially, if it has to look just a little bit nice, it's easier to do double wall and then use some facades and stuff. So, given that I would like the base to look at least a little bit presentable for you know, something that's going on YouTube, then I'm gonna try to do at least some facading and stuff so that things yeah, so they don't look downright hideous. That's essentially the plan. This of course takes a little bit of time, which takes away from what I was going to do, and given that, well, well, this was meant to be a speedrun and all that. Anyway, I hope you still find this enjoyable to watch, and we'll see. Otherwise, I mean, do comment if people ever feel as if, you know, we'd rather have you do tedious building stuff off camera or whatever, then I'll try to listen. I mean, my point in doing everything on camera is that there's absolutely no way for me to do anything cheaty if I do this, and then people can hold me accountable, which I think it's nice to know that whatever you're watching is the person's being held accountable and not necessarily just cheating a bunch of stuff in. Like, obviously this is a video about getting started, and you're not really getting started if you're not really playing, just cheating and stuff. So that's where I come from with this. But yeah, let me know what you think, and let me know if something needs to change, and we'll have to work on that. There we go. I'm gonna need some more stone, but at this point I can probably start moving things. Now let's see if there's any ender pearls in the chest. Not a whole lot, but common treasure will actually do very nicely. Oh, gold coin. Sometimes there'll be ender pearls in the common treasures too. Potato's gonna come in nice when I need to get some farming going. Random armor pieces aren't all that interesting, but that'll do. So yeah, we need to fill in the roof here. We need to get some power going. I'm thinking maybe I'll build the reactor out on the side of this building and punch a hole in the wall for the power output. That's probably what I'll end up doing, so. Alright. So yeah, let's see. Jetpack's doing okay. We have a little bit more material here, and I should probably start moving my most important stuff towards the new base. Let's see how this is doing. What we'll eventually want to do is we'll build some interdimensional transporting and move this stuff across dimensions automatically. And then eventually I'll stop using turtles altogether and switching to ender quarries. The turtle quarries are a bit messy, and ender quarries are just very, very efficient, so there would be a clear benefit to doing that. I want to build some farms in the overworld, but I'm wondering if some of it can't be built in the void world and then just lit up. But obviously tree farms will be difficult to properly execute in a void world where it's never daylight. But I'll see if I have an epiphany there. Anyway, I have the materials in order. I should start building the big reactor. So I'm gonna do big reactor. I am not exactly very good at spelling right now. So reactor casing, there we go. And we're gonna need a boatload of this. There we go, 64. And I'm gonna get a little bit more because we're gonna have to have all these ports and stuff. So yeah, probably 2 stacks will be a good beginning, and then we'll take it from there. I'll want Yellorium fuel rods. I want a triple setup, which I'm gonna need more Yellorium for. Yellorium, we have none here, so I'll need some more Yellorium to pull this off. And obviously we're not there yet. Alright, super. Well, obviously not, but it's not too horrible. Let's see, we have juice on the jetpack, so I can, there's a bliss. Now this might come in handy if I... Oh, that's a blitz. That is weird. Okay, so what I want is over here. And I'm guessing what I'm not gonna... Whoops. Yeah, okay, so... I'm going to return up here for a minute. And I'm gonna go sleep. Because during daylight there'll be a lot less stuff spawning down there, so... I'm just gonna... sleep and... Here we go. Blitz. It's like yeah. Don't really know if it's a blizz or a blaze, so it's a blitz. I don't know. That's a little weird. I've never seen that before. Okay, so so let's grab some yellow right real quick. And let's see what's down here. Obviously, we can't get too close to the bottom. We'll be in reach of that awfully friendly fella. So, some gold, some yellowite. The gold is not a bad thing to have, the yellowite is what we want. So, but we don't want to get blown up, so. Particularly not wearing the one jetpack that we have. Alright, so. I do have 30 yellowite. Okay, so any yellowite in here, yeah. Or is that sulfur? No, it's yellowite. I could probably get that too, but nah, it'll be alright. Yeah. Pretty sure this is gold. It is gold. That's yellowite. That's yellowite. Oh, we'll worry about that later. I think 30 should be enough to get the reactor going. After which, hopefully we'll make enough of everything on our own. So, let's get this processed. The yellowite, the gold, so there we go. Yellowite's running, this machine is running, and blitz rod. I'm gonna have to figure out what a blitz is, because obviously game says thermal foundation, so it is something thermal foundation, but blitz I've never heard about before. I've heard about Bliss, and I've heard about Blaze, but Blaze are definitely vanilla Minecraft, and Blisses are thermal foundation, so Blitz is weird. Now I could, for the reactor, try to get cryothium, but I actually think I'm going to cool it with gold. But I'll demonstrate when I get so far. So I'm currently burning up copper. No, there's no. Well, that's different ore dick. Well, different ore. Same ore dictionary, I guess. Alright, so the yellow orium's coming through slowly but surely. We have some stone bricks for building more base structure. Once we have power down there, we can move the AE2 system and hopefully all of our problems will start solving themselves. Now, this has been fully automated, and because of that, I think I'm going to break, or at least pick up, the crystal growth accelerator, as this block is a constant energy drain, and well, I'm going to need this whole, the AE2 system will be too, but less, and I have a tendency to leave this on all the time, so anywho. Alright, it is time to get started on smelting the yellorium. Let's put the copper back in line, so here is good, and then yellorium slowly coming through for us, which is good. Yeah. Yeah, we're almost there. Why is this not running the animation process? Probably an error. Anyway. Here we go, it's starting on the gold. That means all the yelloriums run through. So I'll just move all these other beautiful things over here to get them all cooked up. There we go, now the yellorium's going to get picked up. Here we go. And this is going to hit 50% eventually, and then, well, it should automatically start up again, but I guess we're going to have to see if that happens. Alright, so 15 yellorium, this should be enough to get some decent power gen started. Now I'm going to go for 9 rods total. That means I need 3 reactor control rods. Okay, there we go. Now I'm starting to wonder. Alright, so I need pistons. 2 pistons. I'm gonna need 2 chests. There we go. There we go. So 2 reactor access ports. Definitely redstone ports for automating it. I'll need a reactor control. I'll need Maybe a power tab. Gee. Okay, so power tab. Having two power tabs is going to come in very useful here. So one of them will end up in the AE system, and one will go to the quarry when the quarry is ready. So I'll start worrying about that when I get there, but yeah. So this is the casing for right now, and I'm going to need some gold. I'm probably going to need 9 fuel rods, so I'm going to need 18 blocks of gold. It's fairly expensive, but it's pretty good, and then I don't have to worry about getting bliss powder and stuff, so we'll see. Yeah. Alright, so step 1 is finishing this, which should be no problem. Then step 2 is building that reactor, but we are, as a matter of fact, running out of time in this episode. The good news is, when we're working over here, the spawner's running, and therefore I'm getting ender pearls. Ender pearls are needed for just about every top tier thing I'm going to need moving up from here. I'm going to want tesseracts to move power and items between distance and dimensions. I'm going to need ender quarry to start ender quarrying. Again, one of the major requirements that I'm currently not fulfilling is ender pearls, so but we will definitely get to there. So there we go. Okay, so I think I can move these in just a notch. There we go. So then I can take this down and take this down and take this down. Yeah. Alright. Alright, beautiful. Alright, so I need a 5 wide reactor. There we go. It needs to be 5 in the other direction as well. So this will be an okay starter reactor, but once we're really truly started, I'll start working on something a little bit more drastic. So yeah, I'm going to put the controller there. There's going to be power tap, and I want it to sit in the wall here. So, or on the wall. If we were to place casing there, then I would be able to place, and that's the redstone port. There we go. Curse these ports for not looking very much alike, but me messing them up anyway. There we go. So that's the main power tap, and that's alright. I'm gonna pop this there and there and there and there. Alright, so I'm gonna put some stone there. I'm gonna quickly make sure that I get spawn zones, because I'm a little bit paranoid about spawn zones. I'm gonna put these 2 redstone ports here. This means that I can put redstone down here and it'll connect the 2 of them, which is a much cleaner solution than trying to do rednet when we know that it's a little bit buggy. Anyway, here we go. There we go. So I'm going to need yellorium fuel rods, and fuel rods in, and put these in. Access ports will go elsewhere. I'll worry about that in a minute. The most important part is I get the cooling in. Now you can cool it with, like, this is going to either way be passively cooled reactor until the second you add a coolant port. You can cool it with many different things, metals and liquid. Generally the higher tier the better cooling, but it's not always fail-safe, though diamonds are better than gold and so on and so forth. Anyway, here we go. Alright, so I need these 2 access ports. So the inner one is going to be in outlet mode. Yeah. Alright, and then an additional power tap, which in realism could sit anywhere. But I'll park it right here. This will allow for some easier access for me later. Alright, so I'm going to put some torches on this thing. Torches are really not needed as there's no spawn blocks on top of these, but just for good measure. So yeah, we now have a huge reactor that we're gonna have to finally adjust a little bit. But this is a solid big reactor and a nice hole in here that'll provide me with power all around this place. Yeah, this should be good. There's the last villager. Anyway, I'm gonna go check this, and then I'm gonna call it an episode. Yeah, so far no more ender pearls, but it is springing in ender fragments. There's blitz rods. I'll have to look up what that is. Creeper heads, other various, nice to have. Yeah. Anyway. I'm starting to think that maybe what I need does not spawn in here, which is not a good thought, but if that is the case, then I'll just have to deal. Anyway, it's just getting me a little bit of the stuff I need, and maybe well-timed another expedition will provide me with the last details for an actual spawner, and then I can place the spawner up there and put Enderman in it. So it'll be alright, I'll find a way. Either way, for right now, it's a matter of letting the turtle do its thing, and I will be back for another episode later on.